Spoof and SpaceMiner. Going to PS2. Now, SpaceMiner had a whole game plan ready for this matchup. I'm not going to spoil it on stream just in case Spoof watches VOD reviews this, but it sounded like they had a solid idea of what to do in this matchup. And I'm curious to see if SpaceMiner will continue to do what they, like, will fully commit. That's the word I was looking for. Commit to the option that they were looking for. Now, one thing I did talk to Spoof or SpaceMiner about was that initially on Tuesday, after they lost to Spoof, they told me, they were like, I'm just going to sit and shield more often. And I said, normally against most characters, that would be like a totally solid piece of advice and like potentially game winning if you're patient enough. But against Terry of all characters, it's not great because he has such a good shield break option against the whole cast with that go meter. And I'm like so enthralled by the gameplay that I can't even finish my sentences. But yeah, one thing that SpaceMiner did talk about was that they did notice that Spoof tends to just not engage with them at all when they pull bomb. And so that was something that they had noticed and that they were going to keep track of during this set. Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why sitting in shield against Terry does not feel great. He's just got so many quick buttons and tilts, and as soon as you get hit by one, dude, you just die. It's crazy. Character's very good at that. All right, low shield health here for SpaceMiner. Gonna have to back off, pull bomb, let Spoof just wait it out. Man, they weren't. Dude, I thought SpaceMiner was over-exaggerating a little bit when they said that Spoof just doesn't play the game when they pull bomb. And that's kind of what I'm seeing here. No exaggeration here. Like, that is precisely what happens. Good SDI on the down tilt to escape. SpaceMiner also practicing their SDI, like specifically against Terry combos as well. Oof. And that is, okay, great DI on that Power Geyser, but that is something that I did see on Tuesday that they lost at least 2 or 3 stocks to when they played on Tuesday, was that SpaceMiner was going for that up B at ledge, that link spin, and Spoof was just jumping right over it, getting a huge punish, almost always taking the stock. Okay, that up B out of shield, barely gonna take the stock there as well. Now, can SpaceMiner keep this lead? But I shouldn't have opened my mouth. As Spoof answers right back. Good throw timing there from Spoof to avoid the boomerang. And another throw sends SpaceMiner off stage. Now, one thing I did notice from their set on Tuesday is that Spoof, oh my god, that hit ledge? Who authorized this? Fire them. Get them out of here. That's insane. What a crazy privilege to have. That's gross. Game 1, going to Spoof. That is quite unfortunate. Quite an unfortunate interaction I just noticed from SpaceMiner and Spoof's little tussle at ledge there is that Spoof can down air to threaten the jump off ledge from SpaceMiner, so he'll get dunked if he jumps, but then SpaceMiner rolled past it smartly, but still was in down tilt range from Spoof because of Toon Link's small roll animation. It's a small character, so he's just not gonna go anywhere. Good grab from SpaceMiner. That was something I did mention to him, I was like, hey man, maybe grab a little more, because it looks like Spoof in a lot of their games was just holding shield, waiting for SpaceMiner to mess up. And one thing SpaceMiner does as a player that is really exceptional is just capitalizing on players getting impatient against Toon Link. And there we go. Even then, getting a little impatient with that neutral get up on the ledge. And then baiting the get up attack. Love that. That's conditioning 101 for you right there. I throw out an option, and then I make my opponent think I'm going to do it again. And then I throw out a different option that's going to punish them for the first option. Love the patience there from SpaceMiner. Oh, but that's going to be it. Yeah, even the SDI not good enough there to get them out of that combo. Buster Wolf going to take that first stock from SpaceMiner. Now, if SpaceMiner can get this stock without too much more percent, that would be a very big deal. Great grab. Up throw, not going to do it. Toon Link with not many kill options off throws. Back throw does an okay job, but even then, doesn't always get the job done. Oh, crazy grab on the air dodge there. Yeah, and this is the relentless edge pressure by Terry. How do I get off of this damn ledge against a character that can just throw out tilt after tilt, down air after down air? Oh my god. Spoof throwing it all out there, refusing to let SpaceMiner land on stage. And if I'm being completely honest, this looks like a Terry winning matchup. Like, straight up. I think Terry probably wins this matchup, maybe by like a +1. But just the fact that he has so many buttons that can kill Toon Link so early, and also, you know, doesn't have to worry about getting killed at a low enough percent that it invalidates go meter, with the exception of when you get a little greedy and get bomb fared at a bad percent. Terry, in my opinion, is basically guaranteed to get past 100% in this matchup, which is just really scary. Makes fighting the character really anxiety-inducing, as the name Scary Terry does come to mind, and is definitely the case when you fight this character. Oh, that could have been it. I think that might have been a misinput there from SpaceMiner there with the neutral air instead of the fair. Oh no, and a mess up there on the recovery. Spoof gonna fall. One apiece.
Stop battle. Three, two, one, go!
All right, game numero trace. Going to small battlefield. This is, I believe, where Spoof counterpicked SpaceMiner in their grand final set on Tuesday and won. Oh wow, I'm surprised we didn't see an up air or an up B there. But another jump off ledge gets scouted out with that down air. No tech there from SpaceMiner, but is going to find their way back onto stage. Gets Buster Wolfed at a very low percent. Nearly loses the stock for it. This is not what you want to see if you're a SpaceMiner fan. Wow, and that scooped! Holy moly! Spoof just vibing with that music, and then immediately gets hit by the off the Angel platform bomb into fair. Great scout there from SpaceMiner, who's now back in it. Sorry I've been a little quiet. I've just been very enthralled by the gameplay, and a quick four-piece combo there from SpaceMiner is going to get Spoof all the way up to 40%, but now can you get off the ledge against Terry? Terry on a move, on a groove, cannot find his footing here, though, against SpaceMiner, who is relentlessly putting on the pressure here. Boomerang going to come back, deal an extra little bit of damage. Now how does Spoof get off ledge against SpaceMiner? Opts to go for the platform, retreats to the platform. SpaceMiner now has to find a way down against Scary Terry. Doesn't quite have the go meter yet. Both players looking for their opening here, and looks like Spoof may have found it first. SpaceMiner shaking their head, knowing that that game was theirs if things had gone just a little bit differently. SpaceMiner taking a moment to collect themselves.
Stop battle. 3, 2, 1, go!
game number 4, back to small battlefield. Looks like Spoof opting to interact more with SpaceMiner, even though SpaceMiner's been pulling these bombs consistently. I think one thing Spoof does realize in this matchup is that their quick buttons are just a little bit faster than and better than Toon Link's. Well, great edge guard there from SpaceMiner. Very patient, waited for the burn knuckle, and then immediately punished with the nair to send Spoof at a bad angle. And now here we go. Big combo here for SpaceMiner. Nets himself a quick 44. This is the SpaceMiner I like to see. Very much courageous, fearless, does not fear getting hit by the Terry. Did turn around that up B, interestingly enough. I wonder if that was a misinput, perhaps. Spoof is gonna find the option here. And now here we go, Bomb Barrage. And one scary thing about this matchup as well for Toon Link is that he does have to kind of put himself in a corner against Terry. Oh no, is that going to be the stock? Opts not to go for the Buster Wolf. Interesting decision there from Spoof. I wonder if they just weren't confident in their ability to hit it or whether that was a misinput. But now this is a terrifying percent to be at if you're a SpaceMiner fan, because any one interaction now can be his last. Forward tilt is going to do it. Scouted out that air dodge in. I've been noticing a pattern here. SpaceMiner very willing to and able to get those early percent combos against Spoof, but now has to find a way around this pressure. Oh, and this could be a big opportunity here. And you know what? You and me both, Spoof, overestimating or underestimating Toon Link's ability to drift after that up B. Is that going to be it? It is. SpaceMiner back on the board. 2 games apiece, and Spoof laughing it off. I know this means a lot to SpaceMiner, so we're going to have to see how this last game shakes out. Going to Battlefield.
Start the battle. 3, 2, 1, go!
Both players just looking for their first little opening. SpaceMiner is going to find it first with a barrage of forward airs. Great mix-up on the landing there from SpaceMiner as well. Again, catching Spoof off guard, who's very willing to just continue to try and chase him in the air, but is getting caught over and over. Great grab there from SpaceMiner as well. Knows that Spoof just wants to get back to stage and is willing to shield until their opening is there. Scary situation here. Could be the death of SpaceMiner if he's not careful. Both players looking for their opening here. Spoof going to release the trigger a little too early on that up B out of shield and gets bombed for it. Now both players yet again looking for their opening. SpaceMiner being very patient, throws out a grab, doesn't quite get punished for it. Bomb up air, not gonna quite steal the stock. Bomb forward air is gonna steal the stock. SpaceMiner up 3 stocks to 1. This is a big, big lead if you're a SpaceMiner fan, and not one you want to see dropped. Another great mix-up on their ledge get-up option, opting not to just neutral get-up. And a quick series of back airs is going to net SpaceMiner another 40%. Up B out of jabs is going to do it for Spoof. Not out of it just yet, but it does have 2 stocks to go through. Has a big mountain to climb. Although once Scary Terry is online, that mountain becomes a little bit easier to climb. Oh no, okay. I thought SpaceMiner SD'd there for a second. I'm going to be so for real. I was terrified. Oh, and that was definitely an attempt at a down air there from Spoof, who now gets up into... Okay, SpaceMiner popping off there. Really wanted that win. Good stuff to both players.